What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Come on in. If y'all are new, let me put my microphone on so y'all can hear me accurately. Okay, you should be able to hear me so much better now. All right. I'm going to timestamp it as well when the reading starts. What's up, Real Deal? Hey, Denasia. Hi, Kiara. Happy New Year, y'all. We made it 2025. And since it is a new year, and I've been getting a lot of downloads about all the opportunities and blessings coming into your lives, this reading is going to be about all the opportunities that you're about to have showered over you, all the blessings that are about to come your way. And these blessings, Spirit wants you to seize them. These will be opportunities that you don't want to miss up. You don't want to let these pass you by. I don't care if it's a person, place, or thing. Okay. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Mandy. All right, all right, all right. Now, of course, all this is happening. There is the opposing energy that's also here. But in this reading, we won't focus on those opposing energies that don't want to see this manifest for you. It's very much out there, but that's not what we're going to give any clout to. We're here to talk about your dreams. We're here to talk about, this is what we're here to talk about. What are you dreaming about? What are you bringing into fruition? What are you manifesting? And the confirmations of those. Okay. First time catching you live. Well, welcome. Turn on your notifications so you're surprised so you don't ever miss another live. I won't be telling nobody when I'm going live. Hey, Monique. The only thing I can tell you is Fridays are still Taurus days. It's going to always be Venusian days. But for the most part, no labels, no names, okay? If it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't resonate for you, it's not meant for you. Perfect. That means you're supposed to be here, Mandy. That means that you're exactly where you need to be. All right, Spirit got a lot to give this year. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I genuinely, I assume no credit. It's really Spirit speaking through me. I know it look like it's me, but it ain't me. I promise you. It really ain't. But I am grateful to be a vessel. Okay. I am grateful. So let's see the opportunity. All right, Spirit. Money. Money, money, money. All right. You got money. So we're going to have this maybe like a energy reading about money and opportunities that's coming towards you in money. And there are outside forces that don't want you to hear these messages. So you must have a very, very grand destiny. Whoever you are, and y'all resonate with this reading, this collective, y'all have a grand destiny. Like, it's going to be challenging, but when cosmic forces and outside energies work this hard to make sure that you don't get these messages, to make sure that you don't believe in yourself, that you don't believe that you're capable of all that you've been promised, then that shows how important you are, how important your choice to change your life, your choice to evolve affects millions. I'm not just talking about your little neighborhoods and your little collectives. I'm talking about your yes, your decision to get out of your own way, your decision to put yourself out there, even though you're scared, even though you're unsure of what's going to come of it. Man, they are afraid of this. They do not want you to know this. You have a very large spiritual inheritance. But in order for you to tap into the spiritual inheritance, you have to let something go. Some of you guys, it's the relationships. Others of you, it's an agreement to stay in your cliques, your tribes, and with your people that make you feel a part of something, but it doesn't teach you anything, right? So if you have friendship groups, if you have online social groups, but y'all are all talking about the same thing, and it's not evolving you and it's not helping you grow and it's not putting you on a path to see what you want into fruition, you may have to sacrifice those types of partnerships, those types of relationships. Otherwise, you'll stay stuck on a frequency that no longer resonates with you. Hi, high priestess. So, discernment. This is all about helping you shift from being a consumer into a producer, right? It's big business to keep a lot of people as consumers because when the majority is the consumer, then those that are benefiting off of the consumer believes that if they lose those consumers, they lose their money, they lose their power, and they lose their influence. But that's a lack mentality, okay? And that lack mentality is being exercised up out of you. So it's no different than they're also saying that this also includes you could have what's I'm hearing a group. It used to be like Discord groups, groups that only talk about what's gonna happen, but never tell you how to make it happen, how to manifest it into your reality. There's something about there's a big ingredient that's missing from your recipe. And if you don't have all the pieces to it, you can't really properly manifest into your life. That is a fractured energy. And it's big business to keep people fractured. And ultimately, that's why they don't want you to have these messages. They don't want you to know that you are the energy source. The more you are unaware of who you are, the more you are unsure of who you're supposed to be, the more you can't recognize your soul or yourself or who you are as an energy, and you're just stuck into this persona or your identities or what other people have, the roles that they have been given to you, you'll stay limited. Something about you keeping you as a supporting cast, keeping you as a supporting cast in a story that's really about you. You're actually the main character, but as long as you remain loyal to the entitlement of whatever agenda or belief system that's being given to you, you'll always remain you'll remain as a supporting cast. But little did you know that the people that feel entitled they were actually brought to a certain level of success. Their destiny was to make sure that you wake up and realize who you are. But now that a lot of you guys are realizing that you're the main fucking character and that you're not a lost soul, now this energy wants to take you down. Now this energy feels as if you're a threat because you have a choice now. You are aware that you have a choice. So the biggest lie ever told was that you didn't have a choice and that you were doomed to experience whatever reality is being told to you through scripture, that's being told to you through readings, that's being told to you through anything. And that the reason why the same story keeps repeating itself is because you're under a spell. That's the reason why they keep having you read the same old stories, trying to keep you to identify with that old story. Because the more that you keep identifying with that story, the more you believe that it's not you. There's something about that going on, okay? So your purpose with this money card is pretty much saying that you're about to get some opportunities here. In order to be ready to receive these opportunities, you have to ask yourself who you are. Who you are. Who are you? Who are you really? Right? A lot of y'all, there's this energy of getting out of saying I'm this and I'm that. And really just, you're just cosmic energy. You're really just a creation. But how do you go from, you got to become curious. Alice in Wonderland. How do you go from one story to another story? This opportunity is going to require you to leave a story or a narrative behind and take on a new story. But I feel like the hardest part is going to be breaking up with that prior story. What story? I need to see something. What story? Like what current story is currently playing out? Because we're talking about realms here. We're talking about your subconscious and your conscious realm. So your subconscious realm has been currently running its own story narrative. And Spirit wants to teach you how to change the narrative in your subconscious realm to perceive a new reality, to become aware of your new reality, to bring that into manifestation. When you do that, no one else can harvest your essence as monetary value. No one else can use your smurf. No one else can pretty much make bank off of your subconscious realm. What current narrative is playing out in their subconscious realm? So we have powerless. Okay. Damn. Okay. Y'all. All right. So with power in reverse, it's like helpless energy. A lack of enthusiasm, sadness, unrealistic expectations, ego. And ego is also identity, the names that you were born with, the social security that you were given, the area codes you come from, the personas, that's ego, the genders that you have. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a high value, I'm a not value. All those different things are debilitating. All those different things keep you stuck in a level of consciousness that is waiting for someone to either rescue them, right? Waiting for God to come back and take you down off your cross that you put yourself on. You put yourself on the cross, you nailed yourself to it, and now you're waiting for God to come and take you down. Being paralyzed. Did you know, is it a rooster? That if you put a rooster's nose to the ground and you make them hold their head down and you make them forget who they are, and then you draw a line in front of it and you let it go, it will stay there, paralyzed, unable to move, even in the absence of the person that put them there. They would still be unable to move. And until that line is been like that line that separates them from knowing who they are is removed, it won't get up. That's pretty much what I'm seeing here. Someone that was given a line, a storyline, a storyline on how things are supposed to go. And no matter what I say or anyone else say, it won't move. It will even stay there to the point, even if somebody was about to kill it, it would still stay there. And so it's like Spirit is saying, hold your head up. Put your crowns back on your head. Remember who you are. Because right now, making you feel like it's wrong to be who you are, like it's wrong to be this way outside and live in color, like you're not accepted. That as long as that narrative is the storyline, you're letting them just pick away at you. Like they're just like, oh, I got like vultures eating away at you. No new beginning, no new reality. Afraid of enlightenment, afraid of hearing something. Like there are literally people that are so afraid to hear anything in contradiction to their religious belief systems, their limited belief systems, that they feel like if they're in the room listening to it, that something is happening to them. The superstition, the paranoia becomes louder than any other perception, any other concept that you can think of. And that's kind of like, damn. Inner peace. Spring. So now between spring season, it's like the angels are here with a remedy. Medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. I cannot make this shit up. You're being reborn. Something about the spring equinox, inner peace. If you feel like there's something that you pray for and it hasn't come in or something like that, those are unrealistic expectations. How can you expect something that you pray for to come in if you don't put in the work? How can you expect something to constantly confirm for you, but it hasn't happened for you, if you know damn well all the advice that was given to you, you didn't apply none of that shit. You didn't get out your house. You didn't put yourself in you may remain in alignment with it by constantly listening to it, but you didn't put yourself strategically in a position to receive it. Those two things can't go together. Faith without works is dead. I'm going to speak with more grace, okay? I'm going to speak with more grace. I'm finding it. Is really is that hard? Okay. I really don't I really don't genuinely feel as if anyone that's feeling like this needs gentle love. I don't really feel like y'all need that. I really feel like y'all need someone that's gonna cuss you out. That's how I really feel. But Spirit is asking for me to have grace. Okay? So I'm gonna participate in this experiment. I'm gonna participate in this experiment. Spirit, come on, tell me something. Okay, see, I'm telling you, this this is like you gotta release your inner wolf. You gotta release your fire. You gotta unleash the wild. The wild wants to come out. You gotta let her out. You gotta let it out. Don't try to be um and that's I'm speaking to y'all because there's something, whoever resonate with this, there's something that you need to unleash, but you won't let yourself unleash it. It's like this is what, in order to get you to the other side. I just pick up on this energy of people that really want to be told, like they want to be seen, they want to be validated, and that's the conceited energy. It's like, tell me how great I am, tell me how much of a star seed I am, tell me that I am this and that. Yeah, that's my energy, that's my energy. But your ass sitting on the couch, your ass sitting on the couch eating chips, you know damn well you're not doing none of that, but in your mind you're convincing yourself. You sitting at that job and you hate it. So how the hell do you feel like that's you? It's not you. It's the potential, but you ain't get your ass up. You listening to me? That's the energy that I'm seeing here. That's cap. I don't really see it. To be honest with you, I have to delusion myself to convince myself that y'all actually doing that shit. Because a lot of y'all not doing that shit. It's like a very small collective, and then a very large radius of people that feel like they're unicorns and fairies and mermaids and goddesses and empresses and all this other shit. And ain't shit about them empresses or goddesses at all. They don't live like that. They're not existing like that. So no, you don't get to ride a coattail just because you a Taurus. You think that you got it all figured out. No, you don't get to ride the coattail. You don't get to take the title, and you know damn well that you're not being everything that Venusian energy is. How can you be against beauty? How can you be against, like, that's real hater shit. Like, how can you be against beauty and everything that's love in the world, and you have this much misery attached to you? That's just, those two things don't coexist. You aren't really Taurus energy. You probably another sign. That's why Spirit took away the whole damn sign. Something you gotta earn. You gotta earn the right. You gotta get rid of that lack energy. You cannot sit at the table. No. You need to go back to the beginning. So you're not gonna get your prayers answered. And you're not gonna be able to sneak and watch Venusian energy and pretend like it's talking about you. Cause you a victim. You still stuck in them unhappy relationships. You miserable as fuck. And then you bring that shit over here. And then you tell yourself, oh, well, you're supposed to want to tell me good things until I believe it. Who told you that? That's your job as a light worker, to tell me great things until I believe it. Who told you that? That is not true. Milestone. You want a different life, you get your ass up. You take your power back. You stop complaining about what you lost, what you didn't get. You didn't have your person. You don't have this. I don't know why. Stop whining and you get up and you do something about it. And that's for whoever needed to hear it. And I don't care what you say, where you feel like, well, you don't deserve to be a light worker. You don't deserve to have this because you think you can talk to people however they want. But you still sitting here listening to it. You still sitting here trying to convince yourself of whether you should stick around or not. If it's out of your realm of perception, don't stick around. I'm done pussyfooting around all these sensitive ass miserable people. Period. We don't do that around here. We don't do helplessness energy around here. Spirit, let me get the remedy. Giving me a fucking headache. All that crying and shit. Ain't got time for that. We got guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. Heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So opening your heart chakra. A lot of y'all, this is in connection to a relationship. Right? Victim mentality. Lack consciousness. If you're in a relationship and you can't get out of it or you don't know how to get out of it, Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. You have to care about what you're doing. And a lot of y'all, you're unable to care about putting yourself out there and taking and feeling empowered by these messages and actually doing what you say you're going to do and keeping your own word because y'all connected to somebody romantically. A lot of y'all that feel like when you care too much about anything outside of them, they feel insecure or they feel jealous. That's not, why do you feel like you should have to, you got to keep those types of friends around you? Friendship, and it's not real friendship. I swear to God, my hands are heating up. It's on fire. It's so hot, it's cold. That's how I feel. Thief, shadow attribute, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or others' powers you think you lack. So a lot of y'all are, a lot of people are siphoning your power. Did you know when you have to constantly tell somebody how great they are every single day and you have to constantly reassure them of how important they are in your life, they siphon your power? They use your love as energy currency to empower themselves and do all the things that you should be doing yourself. And it's like, oh, because I have your love, I feel like I could do anything. These are unhealthy relationship attachments. People pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness of always trying to make everyone else happy instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. When you get your energy back, the opportunities are going to pour in. Until you take your energy back, the opportunities are going to be delayed. You're going to put in a lot of work and you're going to feel like you're not getting anything back in return. Because it's codependent on someone else to constantly reassure you, to constantly tell you. It doesn't benefit you. Like, spirit don't work that way. Spirit will You'll ask a question, spirit will answer it. Whether you like the answer or not, it is what it is. It's the truth. You asked for the truth. You studied for the truth. You got the answers that you were seeking, right? Then, after that happens, spirit is going to say, now go out there and be great. But when you come back for more from spirit and you do not apply yourself, it's a slap in the spiritual realm. It's like a slap in the face. Because at this point, you're not asking to really utilize that information. You're asking just know things, which means it's called spiritual stealing, right? And it's like stealing information and wisdom from a spiritual realm and then plagiarizing it and passing it off as your stuff. Because if you're not applying it, that means that you're only regurgitating it. That means that you're only going around making it seem as if you know something and you really don't know anything. You feel me? So those have consequences as well. And it comes with a lesson. So those of you that are in this position, because I always have a lot of leaders attracted to this channel, where y'all are leaders, y'all are influencers in your own right and things like that. And so your spiritual team is telling you to take back your energy currency and repurpose it in a better way. Okay? You have to change the channel, change the frequency. Because if you don't, you're going to get left behind. Don't be afraid to start something new, to do something different. Because only people that are on this vibration would be afraid of new things. Only people. So if they're not on this vibration, they will ascend with you, or they'll just go find someone else to go play with. So now let's get into these blessings that are coming to you for following your bliss. You got partnerships coming to you. Faded revelation. So you're at the end of the book. You're at the end of the book of life. Uncover the omens, decipher their meanings, and embrace your destined path. Come through, spirit. You're about to go on a new adventure. And you're going to feel revitalized, like I'm ready to go within. Thank you, Michelle. I'm ready to go within. I'm ready to see what messages spirit has for me. I'm ready to see the signs and synchronicities again. I'm ready to decipher those meanings of what they're trying to tell me. I'm ready to be back on this journey. And a lot of times when you get to that point where you're no longer coming to spirit about your lover, about your relationships, about your person that you believe is yours that you don't have anymore, when you no longer seek spiritual guidance for that, you're ready to ascend. Okay? Because spirit is saying, like, the days are over of coming to spirituality just to figure out how to get a person to love you, just to figure out how to make somebody want to be with you. That's ending. Because that's what it's become. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. So we got sabotaging energy, and then we have faith. So anyone that sabotages a relationship, that's a good thing. So when a person sabotages a relationship and they keep messing up the relationship that they have with you, whether it's a friendship, family membership, or a partnership. Rejection is God's protection. So your higher self is protecting you from overextending yourself in relationships that don't deserve your love. Now, all you got to do is remain faithful that the right person will come along. We have pace of pleasure, resist the rush, adopt a slower stride, and savor each moment and essence. Seize prospects, absorb wisdom, and spring into action for your ambition. So while you are waiting for your divine counterpart, while they're off doing whatever they're doing, what are you doing, right? And what you're doing, Spirit is saying you have a purpose. Right now, we need you to work on something. We got a little assignment for you. So let's see what your assignment is, because they got something for you to do. What's the assignment? So I feel like you're getting a spiritual assignment from the spiritual realm, and they want you to be the leader that sees this into fruition. All right, what's their assignment for those that resonate with this? What's their assignment? We have step by step in reverse. Be more mysterious. Be more mysterious. You got to make people work for what it is that they want. You got to make them work for it. I don't care if it's professional. If you're a reader like me and you are out here on social media, you got to make them work for it. No more spoon feeding people. That's what they're pretty much saying. Your assignment is you can take them to the well, but they got to drink it. You understand? And if you have to constantly explain yourself, Spirit is saying stop crippling humanity. Stop treating them as if they need someone to have it explained to them, telling them every little detail. Like, you could do it, you could do it. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, just one more step, one more step. You're about to get it. No more of that shit. Stop that shit. Okay? Those of you that are inventors, creators, and things like that, move more mysteriously. Singers, writers, dancers, share less on social media. We're about to go into an era where everything that a person does in their personal life is going to be all over social media. But the value is going to be retained with those of you that are in control of what you give others to experience in your life. Okay? So there's something about not giving every step that you took to get where you're going away for free. They have to study to show themselves approved. Otherwise, they will become codependent on you, and they'll rely on you to be the person that just gives it to them. You know how you can literally do a how-to video, and a person needs to research your how-to video. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're pretty much saying. You need to, for those that are gods and goddesses, you are creators. You are the author of your reality. I'm speaking to you. You have to make people curious. Make them curious to do the work. Find a creative way. This is the assignment that God is giving you. I need you to put on a performance. I need you to do something to literally like be like lightning, strike curiosity, stir conversation, create waves, be the main character. Go out there, stomp your feet. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Yeah. Cause that's your higher self energy. That's your alter ego. That's like your higher self energy makes waves. And then when you integrate with your higher self energy, you realize that you and your higher self are working in tandem with each other versus working against each other. And so when your higher self says do something, your higher self won't have to work so hard to get you to do it. You won't be so stubborn. There's going to be a lot of signs that are given to you that are like ideas, inspiration. It's going to come to you like downloads, flashes, and you be like, I could do this or I could do that. Go with it. Try it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but they just want you to try it. That's what they're saying. It doesn't have to be the right season. It doesn't have to be the right time. And when you're not creating and when you're not stimulating the economy in this way, stimulating humanity in this way, whatever it is that you're doing, take time to yourself, go to your sacred space, create, like you are now the altar. A lot of y'all are shifting out of having a physical altar outside of yourself, prayer closets, different things like that. You can still have those things, but I'm saying the actual physical altar where you're feeding it outside of yourself. It's like now you are the altar, you're the temple. And when you take yourself outside and you go play outside, that's like you spending time with your ancestors. That's like you spending time with your altar. You doing things that make you feel like you're by the water. That's you putting water on your altar. So there's something about becoming the physical altar and actually being in the simulation from a different trajectory. Okay. It's like you are aware that you are in a real life Truman show and you have to could either go along with it or you can do it differently. And I feel like your assignment is to do it differently, but to make it, if God moves in mysterious ways, you need to move in mysterious ways. It's like humanity has become bored. And as creators, as gods and goddesses, God needs you to make class interesting again. To make going to school interesting. How do you do that? I don't fucking know. But that's going to be for y'all to figure out. Make it interesting. They need it because their attention span is getting shorter and shorter. Literally, now the attention span of humanity is no more than a minute. It's no more than a minute. So y'all have to really, really get creative that are out here with purposes and stuff on how to hold the attention of a person that can only perceive something for a minute. That's short time. And so source, God, the universe is relying on you to get crafty. Get crafty. The loving woman. Okay. Something about 6 significant people. Ooh, a lot of people are about to be drawn to you. They're about to be really drawn to you. You're about to align with, like, you're attracting like attract like. So if you're a loyal person, you're a loving person, you're about to attract loving, loyal people. Gone are the days of attracting opposition and having so much adversity. You've already allowed that adversity to do what it was meant to do in your life, to apply the necessary pressure to get you where you are today in your life. You no longer need that type of interaction with people. And so those people have to fall away. And the loving, loyal, dedicated collective is what you're about to witness happening. Yeah. And I heard like this shift is gonna happen before June. So before June, There's some type of major shift happening. Do, 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 do. Progress. Okay. Listen, I'm telling you, it seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. So do what you're doing, whatever you're doing now, whatever ideas that you have now, continue doing that, continue moving in that direction because you're being released from some type of trap. And then we have, yeah, new life in reverse, harmony. Huh. Typically, it's easy to like run away from a situation. That's the scar energy. Run far away and never return. And I feel like you're coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. You're coming home to yourself, who you are, and you're going to hold that frequency. You're anchoring a new light code. A lot of y'all are anchoring new light codes. You're anchoring new perspectives and you're channeling that into the earth. You're being a bridge for consciousness, for the evolution of consciousness. And a lot of times, the threat of the outside forces and factors will want you to get up so you can stop anchoring that code into the universe. But Spirit is saying, no, you will weather this storm. You will go through this desert period. You will come out on the other side victorious. Cause yeah, this is the ups and downs. Touch not my anointed, okay? Y'all are the main characters. Like we have vacation. We have public face in reverse. Fast changes. You know what I'm getting? Is this a lover? There's something about like right here. There's like intentions being put out where it's like it's like spells being casted to get you not to put yourself out there. Like it's faster if you do it this way. It's faster if you do it that way. And that's because these energies that are casting the spell, they're intimidated by your Venusian energy. They're intimidated by who you are. And the only way for them to try to reverse psychology on it is for them to try to convince you that you are more likable when you're hiding yourself, when you're concealing yourself. But the truth of the matter is, your light, your beauty, your confidence, your resilience irritates their spirit and it makes them feel like you're a threat to their position. Because y'all are the complete package. And they know it. Oh well. Hate to break it to you. You're going to be very upset. Because that's a part of self love. A part of self love is being who you are, being your aesthetics, and remaining who you are no matter who likes it and who doesn't like it. So naturally, they're going to want you because when they see you, it makes them feel like it's not them. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I like listening to you when I feel like I don't see what it actually looks like in real life, which means you are who you say you are. You step onto the situation exactly who you say you are, whether you show that or not. But people that like to pretend to be you, your true divine empress energy, is a reality check that they don't actually live like that. That they're not actually portray. They're not actually who they claim to be. I don't care what the fuck they look like. So you make it difficult for imposters to impersonate you the more you put yourself out there. Because now they got the real deal. And now it's harder to keep up with you. Because they're like, damn, hold on. I got to step my game up. And this is what y'all are doing. Y'all are forcing people to step their fucking game up. So, criticism. So they got to criticize you. They got to talk about you real crazy. Say, oh, that's not spirituality. That's ego. That's conceitedness. That's this. No. It's just, it makes people feel some type of way when they see you. And a lot of y'all are, as humble as this energy feels, where y'all came from, this is pretty much saying, y'all know that little, for example, let me talk to black people for a second, okay? Because clearly I'm black, right? So let me talk to black people for a second. And white people, you, all other races, you got to respect this, whether you want to or not, because y'all have y'all moment all the time. But let me talk to black people for a second, okay? Because this is a real thing. Tarot cards. As black people, we have to become accustomed to looking at cards that don't look like us. We have to be accustomed to seeing advertisement that don't portray us. We have to accept that the image, the archetypal image of all these different narratives do not always incorporate darker skin toned people. But as a black person, we have learned how to separate what is actually portrayed and see ourselves even if we're not depicted. That has become a skill. That has become an art. And as much as a disadvantage that may be, that as a child you don't grow up seeing yourself depicted in art, seeing yourself depicted in anything outside of a particular narrative, as an adult, you may see that as a disadvantage, but I'm here to tell you, black women and black men, that is your greatest advantage because you are truly colorblind. You know how to recognize soul. You know how to recognize authenticity. That challenge that at one point was designed to keep you stuck. It was designed to make you doubt yourself, to make you only give yourself bad dreams and negative thoughts, has become your superpower. Now you can see yourself in everything because you no longer need the validation of your depiction outside of yourself. It becomes an internal dialogue. It becomes an internal resonance. That's your true connection. So don't ever think for a second that you're just here to appease other people's cognitive dissonance. Like you're just here to make other people feel seen. Start including yourself in your art. Start including yourself in your creation. Change the narrative so you could change the game. Each and every single one of us. And just as we can hold space for other races and other walks of life, we have to require other people to do the same. We have to start allowing other people to feel uncomfortable with being portrayed as the main characters and the archetypes. But again, that would mean that you're coming up against a particular narrative. The patriarchal system doesn't agree with that agenda. It doesn't agree with that decision. And so the first thing that they're going to do is try to make you feel as if society will never accept you. And that may be very well true for a period of time. But you got to be real with yourself first so you can be real with everybody else. So those of y'all that have those ideas and you're like, you know what? I want to make a tarot deck and I want the tarot deck to look like me. I would like to create a story and I want the story to be told like me. It's important to start to actually produce those things. You give other people the opportunity to purchase a new story, a new narrative, where they're depicted as the main characters. Okay? So, these are the messages that I have. I love everybody, like I said. But people that look like me and you struggling with that, it's time to let go of that narrative. Whatever that may look like for you. Create a new one. Create a new story. You feel what I'm saying? And I'll catch y'all in another live another time. All right. Bye.